Alright, Jack, so I'm going to go through a thoracic and lung evaluation for you real quick. All I'm going to do is I'm going to check first the structure of the chest, check out his clavicles, and all I'm doing is checking for symmetry here. Checking intercostal spaces, the scapula, intercostal spaces, just to make sure that's all symmetrical. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the trachea for just deviation. Just feel up here with my middle finger and my lateral fingers, just checking for the rings, the cartilaginous rings, make sure it's not going to be deviated to either side. Then I'm going to check his fingernails and his lips, looking for any blueness or anything like that. That all looks pretty good. Then I'm going to go into the rate and rhythm, so I'm going to actually take his pulse, act like I'm taking his pulse and really checking his breathing rate. And I'm going to do this for, I would do it for 30 seconds, and I multiply that number by 2. As I'm checking the breathing rate, I'm looking for if it's labored or not, if it's normal, the depth, the rhythm, and if there's any effort in the breathing rate. I'm going to then do a lateral chest expansion, so I'm going to take a bunch of tissue slack with me. I'm going to have you breathe in and then breathe out. I'm looking for symmetry there, making sure both fingers are approximating at the same time. I'm doing A to P1. Same thing. Good, just making sure that the sternum comes out when he takes his breath and goes back in when he exhales. I'm going to have you cross your arms for me and lower your head, and I'm going to go into the percussion. And just to keep the video shorter, I'll just do 1, 2, and then we do a ladder motion covering his whole back, and it's a mediated percussion. So I'm going to take the tissue slack out and down, and so that'd be 1 and 2, and then I would come down, make sure I'm covering the whole back, doing the percussion like that. And then I go into the auscultation, and what I'm going to have you do now here is I'm going to have you, every time I move my stethoscope, I'm going to have you say 99, and if you could cross your arms again and tilt your head, get your scapula out of the way. Now I'm just going to do the same thing for time purposes, just do number 1 and 2 using the diaphragm, and every time I move it, Jackson, if you could say 99 for me.
99. 99. 99. 99.
Okay, and I'll check this out. And then I'm going to do I'm going to have you do the same thing. Now this time you're just going to say toy boat. Toy boat.
Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat. Toy boat.
And this time, if you could whisper Blue Moon. Okay. Alright, and now I'm just going to have you do normal breaths through your mouth, just a little deeper than normal. And I would use the same pattern, trying to cover all of his posterior lungs, and then I'll move to the lateral lungs with him. So I'm just going to listen to a full breath, a little deeper than normal, and through your mouth, please. Then we move to the lateral lung. Then we'll do the same thing in the front of the lung, but I'm going to do the first 2 only, like I said, for time purposes. I'm going to switch over to the bell. Alright, and that's it.